Hello, I'm Chuck DeVetter, and I want to talk to you today about God being our protector and provider, and that He does not want to be under any type of performance standard with us. God loves us, and He loves us unconditionally, and He loves us based on who we are. He doesn't put us under a performance standard that says, if you do this, I'm going to love you more. And if you don't do this, I'm going to love you less. He just doesn't do that. He just loves us. He loves us based on who we are. His shed blood on the cross proves that, because He paid for all our past, our present, and our future sins. And so, because He loves us so much, that connection allows us to be in a place where, through that love and the understanding of that love, it releases us to be righteous. Well, in the same way, God will not go under a performance standard Himself. He does not want us to love Him based on whether or not He performs or not. And so oftentimes what happens is, often we have maybe a word from Him or an expectation from Him that He's going to do something in our lives. And it might be a word directly from Him. But what happens is when we tie that word to some type of a value system, where all of a sudden we feel that if He does what He said He does, He loves us. But if He doesn't do what He said He does, then He doesn't love us as much. When we make that assumption, which is wrong, what happens is that then we get our feeling of love, our understanding of His love, from what He does and not who He is. He wants to have a relationship with us that we know that He just loves us unconditionally, and at the same time He wants to know that we love Him unconditionally, and He's not under a performance standard, and if He would perform, that we'll love Him more. And so what I would encourage today is as God gives us words, as we see dreams, as we get visions from God, and as He moves us forward in those, we have to realize that none of these are tied to our value as a person. And God has His timing. Often in His timing He's late, but yet He's always on time. What that means is my expectation of His timing is different than what He understands needs to happen and when it should happen. And so long and short of it is that God is always on time, but He doesn't perform under my expectations or my standards, and He doesn't want me to love Him based on how I perceive His performance is. He doesn't work under that system. He works under the system of total unconditional love. And so again, I want to encourage you to just know that there's no performance in God. Although He does incredible, miraculous things and unbelievable things, He will not put Himself under a performance standard. And at the same time, as I give Him all the glory, and as I step towards those things that are impossible, or those things that He has me do, as long as I constantly release it to you and not attach it, or to Him, and not attach it to my value, supernatural things happen, and I don't have connected to my heart my value relative to whether He performs or not. So again, thank you very much.